Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
What did you need me to do, Deke?
Deke's friend, Tobbs, collects leech juice from a spider-infested cave near Hogwarts. But Deke hasn't heard from Tobbs in a while. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs. Shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked an area on your map.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. Places. Everything's all right now. Revelio. I'll look after you. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Oh, no, you don't. Revelio. Do cooperate, won't you? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Wingardium Leviosa.
What are you up to now? Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Away, Highwing! Away!
Reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Revelio. Glacius. Everything's Revelio. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Revelio. Poachers. Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful.
I found a Diricol den near one of the hamlets. Made some galleons off that little find.
Africus totalis. Revelio.
Just because I'm a poacher doesn't mean I'm different.
Africus totalis.
Sold some baby
Africus totalis. Revelio. Africus totalis. Revelio. Africus totalis. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Which one of you is Biscuit? Revelio. Now, I'm only trying to help. All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garniff, shall we? No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Glacius! Revelio. Oh, no, you don't. Glacius! Sahawan, Revelio. Crisis! Revelio. There. I'm not going to hurt you. Everything's all right. Revelio. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm. Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
Yes, I have some right here. Please take it and be careful.
Oh, thank you.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort...
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit, my wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Revelio.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favour of you?
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do? I'm Satirissa Tugwood, and I have an exciting business proposition for you. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
That's incredibly nice of you.
Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-Tuba pus. Booba-Tubas do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are booba-tubas?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How on earth did you discover that booba-tuba pus clears one's skin?
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure booba-tuba pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I can try and find some for you if I have the time.
Marvellous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few booba-tubas, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Into the Forbidden Forest for booba-tubas. I hope it's worth the risk. Revelio.
I'm told that last Clementine... Hello, be with you in a bit. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a minute. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. But your things will be safe with me, till they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Clever? How offensive. Next. Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. Bring me a few more moons and I'll show you how to improve casting Alohomora.
Where should I look for more demiguise statues and moons?
All of my usual haunts, which incidentally have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. Oh, my tormentor is nothing if not thorough. Kept me from all my usual engagements for an eternity now.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Descendium. Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though. Repairer. That seems to have done the trick. Revelio. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Confringo! I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Leviosa. Revelio. Going to have to get past this. Leviosa. Reparo. Levioso! Incendio! One more to go and I'll make it across. Reparo. Leviosa! Something is getting in the way of that platform. Perhaps I should cast Accio to get that frame out of the way first. Accio! Levioso! Aha, got it. This must be the way out. Revelio! I need to find a way to open that gate. Incendio! Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes. Revelio. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out. Reparo. Flipendo. Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywigs things.
You got them? Incredible.
Getting them was more work than I expected. I'd like to be paid for my time.
Course. Didn't think it would be that much trouble, but I'm happy to pay for your help. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona. A gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when...
Revelio.
Be off to the tavern after this.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. To Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Incendio!
That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Cavalso. Revelio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Flipendo. Accio. Protection. Stupid. Compulso. Accio. Flipendo. Incendio. Confronted. Depulso. Accio. Descendo. Glacio.
Glacius! Incendio! Revelio. Repulsor. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Repulsor. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to... Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories. I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Revelio.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Mark the area on your map. Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map. Oh dear. Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know Deke was near. Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Ah, there you are. What say we pick up the pace a bit? There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside. Revelio. Incendio. Tobbs's master is awful. Revelio. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Confringo! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Glacius. Crucible. Revelio. It looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. I must have headed deeper into the cave. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Glacius. Glacius. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Glacier. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Glacier. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. That didn't sound particularly reassuring. Confringo. Incendio. Glaciers. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Depulso. Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
An intruder!
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
What's this? A child wandered too far from home?
Someone there? Someone there?
Let's go! should have...
You ought to cut back on pudding. It took you control the other day.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool.
Revelio.
Sounds like a lot of work. Perhaps we just tell him we looked.
That does sound easier. Let's do that.
Hello? Such arrogance.
Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Wingardium Leviosa. Caporso. Up there. Potato. Stupid. Caporso. Glacius. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum? What are you?
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Stupid one, release me!
You won't survive this, my young
Wingardium Leviosa.
Expulso!
Death from above!
This will not go well for you.
Confringo! Incendio! Glacier!
Taken out last thing!
Incendio! Glacius!
You can't hold out forever. You will pay for it.
Is that the best you can do?
Macchio!
How good?
Glacius!
Not so tough now, are ya?
Confringo! Glacius!
I'm not done with you.
I think that one hurt.
Stop that right now.
Stupid one! Revelio. Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at 3 o'clock. I was only young, mind. Not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I was hitting one.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
Revelio.
Tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Revelio. Revelio.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio! Confringo! Stupefy! Wingardium Leviosa! Protego! Stupefy! Accio! Repulso! I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Glacius! Flipendo! Repulso! Accio! Descendo! Accio! Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Accio! Repulso! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Repulso! Accio! Repulso! 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 Wingardium Leviosa. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Crucible. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
What a relief.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.